All right, fam. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna go over take profits and partial zones once again. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Do you guys want some buy ideas or sell ideas? You guys tell me.
Let's do 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 like cells. Let's do some
All
cells,
right,
bro.
let's do some sales. Uh can do both, bro. Takes up way too much time. Oh my goodness, am I tripping? You said sales, right?
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah.
All
I
right,
did.
let's go ahead and get into it today. So let's see. I was working with Apple last time. All right, my computer is glitching, but we're gonna have to work through it. It is what it is. All right, guys. So let's go ahead. Market is downtrending right now. It's in a bearish market. Now, at some point, market's going to have to pull back, guys. So let's go ahead and make that happen. Awesome. Market's doing its thing. Now, this is exactly what we needed to see, fam. So we can see here, we're in bearish momentum, right? So when I say bearish momentum, we're in a downtrend right now, making lower lows and lower highs. Now, we need to figure out our next point of interest so we can go ahead and ride the trend down, right? So this is what we got here. We have lower low, lower high. Now, in order for us to continue trend, we need to break and close below here. Now, that's very important because once we get that break and close below, that gives us confirmation market wants to continue down now, right? So let's go ahead. Once market continues in our favor, this is exactly what we need to see, guys, right? Exactly what we need to see. So let's go ahead. Market does its job. Boom, breaking through, giving us a BOS. Awesome. Market is very, very bearish. So we have lower low, lower high, lower low. Give me a 5 if you guys are with me right now. Let's go ahead and mark this up. We have a BOS of the downside. Um, BOS. Make sure that's all caps. Put that in red on the downside. Make this black. Make this black too. Then we can get rid of that. All right. Bet. So, guys, we got that BOS to the downside. Now, BOS stands for break of structure. But when you see a BOS, you should be thinking trend continuation, right? Market wants to continue trend. So when you're able to see this rally breakout, where is it? Is it this one? I think it's this one. You're able to see this rally breakout. That lets us know market wants to go ahead and continue down now, right? So once that happens, guys, we have to go ahead and follow that rally back up to the last buying candle. So this is what we have. We have uh 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. That last buying candle, guys, is going to be our starting point. Awesome. So let's go ahead and mark that up real quick. Parallel channel. Let's see. Make this thing's black. I'm not sure why levels isn't set up for me, but it's okay. It does not matter. So this is our sell zone, guys, right? And levels is also going to help us indicate this, right? Levels will let us know what candle broke out. It's going to have a red or blue arrow. So anytime you see a red arrow, it's letting you know, hey, this candle gave us that break of structure. And it'll actually give us the BOS line on the chart as well. Not only will it do both of those things, it'll actually mark up your starting point for you. So this is solid, guys. If you're able to see this with the naked eye and you're able to see this with levels, right, we're on a good track. Okay, we're on a good track. So now, guys, once we find the starting point, we need to go ahead and find the highest wick in that area, guys, right? The highest wick in that area, and that's going to be our stop loss. So let's go ahead and use this red candle, this red candle as our stop. And now we have the setup, guys. Give me a 5 if you guys are with me. Give me a 5 if you guys are with me. Give me a question mark if you are lost. Give me a question mark if you are lost. Okay, guys. Great. I love this. So this is our sell zone. Now, this whole red box is a sell zone. So you can go ahead and use the bottom for an entry or the 50% as your entry. Me personally, I like to go in and enter my trade as soon as it touches. And I know people like Krista, I know people like Javi and Miguel, they like to go ahead and enter right at that 50%, right? So it does not matter. Yeah, first I'm the first touch. I'm not really tripping on it. It's really up to you, right? Stay disciplined to what you like and don't let like, oh, well, Vinny's already in. Well, it's okay if I'm already in. If you like the 50%, just wait for the 50%, fam. That is it. All right. It's all based off of preference, right? So again, guys, once market starts to come back up for us, let's go ahead and just use this. Once market starts to come back for us, now this is letting us know we have a lower low created, right? And now market's on its way up. So we need to go ahead and find the take profit, guys. So where should my main swing TP profit be? If you guys want to go ahead and draw on my chart. Yes, my main swing TP should be way down here, right? This is where we would like to hold to. Now, just because we have it down there does not mean it's going to hit, right? That's why we need take partial zones. We need to find areas in the market where we can go ahead and pull some money out of the trade and into our trading account so we can let the trade continue to ride. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a 2 if that makes sense, and give me a question mark if that does not make sense. Oops. We can get rid of this one. All right. So as the market, creates market structure, it's doing its thing. You can picture this as a little pullback, right? We have a little higher high, little higher low, right? So let's go ahead. Cool. Now market's creeping on its way up to my zone, right? Creeping on its way up to my zone. Let's actually tweak this just a little bit. Let's tweak this just a little bit, guys. Let's make this just a bit smaller. Make this just a bit smaller. All right. Boom. All right, cool. So market's creeping on its way up to my zone, which is perfect, right? That's exactly what we needed to do, right? But let's go ahead and find our next partial zone, right? We can see here that market already created higher high, higher low. We made new highs, right? So we can also have a partial zone right here as well. Okay. Now let's go ahead and continue with the market coming up. Awesome. So we can see market hit our zone, which is exactly what we needed to do. It hit our zone. We're in profit. We can see the market's dropping now. Let's go. We really do this shit, right? But we need one more take partial zone, guys. We need one more take partial zone. Where should that be? Where do I need to put my next green line, family? Yes, my next green line should be right here, right? That's exactly where it should be. Okay. So as market drops down, puts us into profit, guys, this is my take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3. Give me a 5 if this is making sense, guys.
Question.
What's up?
Question, Vinny. If there's more than two pullbacks after like the swing TP, then which two pullbacks are you gonna use as your take profit number 1 and 2? If there's a more than like two of them that are like in between a, a your a, a, your entry and like the main TP.
Okay, so you're saying if it's something that looks kind of like this, let me go ahead and rearrange this a little bit.
Okay.
Let's say market wants to continue dropping. Let me move this like this. Oh, let's go. We drop a little bit more and something like this happens. Sure, we have like two areas.
Yeah, exactly.
Together.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's a great
Basically,
question.
like if there's three pullbacks on a route to like your entry, you know what I mean? So there's 1, 2, 3.
Right. So something like this, right? Or something like how I just had it.
Now, like if there's like a three pullbacks in between like your here, if there's if there's three in between here and here, then like which are your take profit zones if there's usually only three of them because there's a one, two, and a three.
Okay, well, let's not overcomplicate it, right? This is exactly what we're going over right now.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we find the closest structure. So if structure is here, go ahead and remove those green
Yeah,
dots.
yeah, 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 for sure, for
If our
sure.
entry point is here, we need to find the closest structure or my closest pullback to my entry,
Yeah.
right? Nothing changes. Like what I've been teaching you is the same exact thing. Where's my
Okay.
closest pullback to my entry? Higher high, higher low. This is my closest pullback, right? So as soon as
Yeah.
market gets me into profit, this is my first take profit right here.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, it
Okay.
does. It
And then
does.
after that, we should already have zones marked up. My main swing TP, my
Yeah.
main swing TP should already be marked up because that's the
Yeah,
obvious,
sir. Yeah.
right? We try to find and break up the structure in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
and then we find our closest pullback towards our entry. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. Oh
All
yeah.
right.
It does. It does. All right.
Bet.
Sounds
Awesome.
good.
Does anybody have any questions, guys? It works the same. It works the same. I mean, I just don't scalp personally. The only time I honestly ever scalp is when I'm trading the indices. That way I can get like a better risk to reward and I could just, smack like a 1 to 15. When having different TPs, it needs to be different order. What is it? What do you mean, Arturo? When having different TPs, it needs to be in different order. Yes, Romero. These would be your TPs, and this red line would be your stop loss. Yes, yes, you can. You can have three take profits in one order, like in one trade. But the only thing is, you need at least 0.03. That way you can take one off here, right? Let's just say, um, boom, we get into profit 0.03. We can take a point out, right? So now, as soon as we hit this, we're at 0.02, right? We take a point out. We hit our next TP, we take another point out. Now we're at 0.01, and then we let the rest ride and let that 0.01 hit. Does that make sense, Arturo? Awesome. Okay, I think I answered that. Ramiro, did that make sense, bro? Did I answer your question? So when you hear the sales are the lows, the sales are lows. All right, cool. Let's see. I mean, yeah, scalping with levels is the same, right? So if you're gonna scalp with levels, you should be obviously going with the trend. But use your 1 hour as your point of interest, and then as soon as you hit your 1 hour, you just drop down and you do what you got to do. You're looking for the same exact thing, and that's what we've been doing. So I'm not sure if you're new, but the last couple of sessions we've been dropping down from macro to micro, right, which is higher time frame zone down and dropping down to the lower time frames as low as the 1 minute and catching that same trade, right? Still using levels, right? So if you're new and you haven't seen those, make sure you check the YouTube. They are on there already. But yeah. All right, guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So back to this. As soon as we hit our entry, market hits our entry, market is starting to go into profit. Again, guys, this right here, TP1. As soon as we get this and we're breaking below, we should TP and take some partials, right? Because what if market hits this, guys? We're down, 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 down below, and market, let's see, and market never breaks and closes. We're on profit, we're on profit, we're on profit, and then this happens. And then this happens. Did that give us confirmation market wants to continue down now? Did that give us confirmation, guys? No, we did not get the confirmation that market wants to continue down. But we did hit TP. So we should have taken partials, right? And we should be at break even, right? Mandatory. Mandatory. So that's exactly what we want, guys. We need for market to break and close below. Give us that confirmation so we can have some confidence that market wants to continue down. So we have more confidence market, so we can hold our trade, right? Once market breaks and closes below structure, guys, that gives us confidence that we can go ahead and hold our trade a bit longer. Does that make sense, guys? No, who's saying no? That doesn't make sense. Let me see. Yes, it does. All right. Because guys, if market doesn't break and close below, like, oh, we're gonna be struggling, guys. That's the thing. Like, if market drops all the way down here and we get our TP hit, we take partials, but market doesn't break and close below, we can have some trouble and we can actually continue back up. Right. So we need that. We need that break and close below. As soon as you see this, we can have confidence in holding that trade a little longer. You just can't be scared when market pulls back. You cannot be scared when market pulls back. Okay? You can't. Have some confidence in the setup, have some confidence in the confirmations, and let the market do its thing. I don't care if you guys get into an extra trade. You know, if you're a little scared markets going back towards your entry, you don't have to get into another trade. Just watch the trade play out. You're already in it right here. Right? You're already in it right there. So just watch the magic happen. Right? Watch the magic happen. And I guarantee you, when you start watching trades instead of stacking trades, guys, the confidence is going to build. Right? That's something I had to do when I first started. Right? I would stack, and I would take fucking losses, bro. Like back to back, bro. You know what I'm saying? But when I actually just watched the trade, took one test trade and watched it do its thing, I had more confidence when I started back testing. And then I took that confidence from the back testing and put it into live charts. And then, guys, once you guys gain the confidence, when you see market do the same thing over and over and over again, the way you want, I mean, how do you not gain confidence? When market touches your first TP, when would you move your SL to break even? Awesome. Great question. Yeah. So when market touches TP1, guys, move that stop loss to break even. All right. Move that stop loss to break even. Does that make sense, Arturo? Market hits, make sure you put that in your notes. When market hits TP1, boom, stop loss break even. Stop loss break even. Okay. Let's go ahead and leave this here for a bit so I can go. You guys can take a screenshot, put this in your notes. This is actually going to be for YouTube. Just trying to get this right. On a smaller time frame, would that work as well? Like, can you mark them on a bigger time frame and then go down to smaller time frame to look for a close crossing for your first TPs? Yes, you can. Right, there's no problem with that. I mean, there's no problem with closer TPs, right? You're just protecting your bread that you're in profit in. So, like, you know, that's not a bad thing. But at the same time, you don't want to give yourself too, like, if you're giving yourself like a 10 pip TP1, you know, like you can go ahead and give your TP a little bit of breath. You know what I'm saying? I lost 300 on my first trade because I didn't move to break even. Yeah. Hey, I've been there, bro. Trust me. I've been there. When I first started, I mean, shoot, we were trading indices heavy and I would be up like, you know, X amount. And then I would lose. I wouldn't even move my stop loss to break even, wouldn't take partial, and then I would lose money. Like a damn fool, you know. So trust me, I've been there, guys. That's why I want to like let you guys know heavily, like you guys should be doing these things. But does anybody have any questions? before we move on?
Yeah, yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, I got another one for you. I was gonna ask you on like a swing trade. I've heard you say that like after your the trade hits like a 1-to-1, you take a, a partials and you also like move your stop loss to to like to like a, 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 a break even, right?
Correct.
On like on like a trade that isn't like a swing trade. After the trade hits a 1-to-1, are we also like taking them partials, or just like moving our stop loss, right? On like a
You,
regular like a 1 to 3 trade.
you want to do the same thing you would do on a lower time frame on the higher time frame. Like nothing changes, right? So if your rule is to break
Uh-huh.
even and take partials at 1-to-1, do that on the 1 minute and do that on the weekly,
Okay.
right? Like if you're swinging, obviously,
Yeah.
like you're gonna have lower entries because we're all
Yeah.
teaching to go
Hmm.
macro to micro. So if you're on the
Yeah.
monthly or weekly zone and you
Yeah.
drop down and catch that 5 or 15 minute,
Hmm.
right? Maybe your partial is gonna be a little sooner than that weekly 1-to-1,
Okay.
right?
Yes,
But
sir.
same thing, like nothing changes. Keep
Nothing
everything
changes.
the same, right? Anybody else? Is it healthy to take partials every time I check on my trade and I'm in profit, or is it considered a bad habit? I mean, to be honest, there's like two ways to go about it, right? You're protecting your capital at the end of the day, so there's not really a bad thing in that, right? But also, have you ever gotten to a job and your boss micromanages you? And that fool just like he told you what to do, and then he like leaves and he's just around the corner checking on you to see if you're doing it or if you're doing it right. He's micromanaging your work, right? Don't micromanage your trade. Have these zones marked up like I have them here and set alerts. So when the trade goes your way, you know exactly when to take partial, exactly when to move your stop loss to break even, right? Let the trade do it. Let the trade do its job. You don't want your boss watching you while you do your job. Don't watch the trade while it does its job. But at the same time, I mean, you can't be upset about putting paper in your account. You know what I'm saying? But there, if you follow the market structure, that'll give you a sense of what you can be doing. Right? Does that make sense, David? And that comes with maturing, right? Like back testing, guys, like reps within a day, guys, like within the week, you're only gonna get so many setups a week, like really good high quality setups, right? So that's where back testing comes into play, right? Get yourselves instead of getting 3 to 6 setups a week, give yourself 24 setups to 50 setups a week back testing, back test NAS, back test gold, back test Bitcoin, back test all these things. That way you can just have a ton of reps and a ton of setups under your belt. Let's see. Do you go in with heavier lot if the stop loss is small, or do you keep the same lot? So it's all based off percentages, right? So if you're not trading on percentages, like you're doing it wrong, bro. You have to make sure you're risking at least minimum per trade in my eyes 1%, right? I know a couple people do 2, 3, 4, 5% for a single trade. For me, that's a little much, right? If it's too much for me, I'm not really going to recommend it to the next person, right? But it's all based off of percentages. So if your account allows you to up your lot size based off the setup you're taking, well, then it's going to be okay, right? But if you're just saying, oh man, Vinny has a tight stop loss, I'm going to go ahead and drop a 10 lot because that shit's tight. That's not what we're doing here. Does that make sense? Awesome. Okay, because it's I lost so many to trades too. Is that what I'm saying? I lost so many to trades too, but I also improved doing my homework and charts. As of this morning, I traded 485 on SPX 500. It's been a long time since I've seen some profit. Hey, I'm happy you were able to cop a bag today. I'm happy for you, bro. That's good stuff. That is good stuff. Does anybody have any more questions before we continue? Yup, yup. Any questions, guys? All right, bet. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get into it. Yo, I'm not even gonna cap. This setup looks really good. But we'll go over that a little later, I guess, or I'll send that into the chat. So make sure if you're in the levels chat, we've been sending in chats heavy, right? So let's go to commodities real quick. Let's go to gold. Man, I know y'all missed this, bro. Oh, snap. That thing dropping, bro. Bro, it's what I do, bro. It's what I do. I thank, first off, I want to thank me. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, we put in work here, man. We put in work here.
That's hilarious, bro.
So that's all we talk over these trades and we send them in so we can help you guys. Right. But let's go to the higher time frame. Let's see if levels will help me out and stick to the daily. Actually, is it this? Okay, yeah. Is it this one? Hold on. Let's go to the weekly real quick. Okay, so I busted out the fib, guys. And I was just trying to see if we can have a sense of a rejection or some type of pullback. I'm not talking like, oh, massive swing down to this inverted. I'm just saying, like, can we have a sense of some type of rejection for a reversal to give us some type of pullback to continue up, right? So I pulled out the fib, the handy dandy. Don't talk about it much, but I do use it here and there, right? From the start of the move to our first initial pullback. Or we could even go here. I think I did it to the first initial pullback, right? So we can see here, this would be our entry zone, and these would be our TP/rejection zones. So I had this marked up. I had this marked up just to see. I wasn't placing sells in there, right? As soon as market went in, I was just looking at market structure. I wanted to see what was going on, right? So we can see as soon as we drop down to lower time frame on that 1 hour, this is what I'm seeing, right? Notice how as soon as we get into that zone, we get higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We go one more time with the strong buy. And I was just watching this. I wasn't looking for buy continuations. I just wanted to watch, right? I see a massive sell down. And when I seen this massive sell down right after a massive buy up, I was like, you know what? I'm going to run that play because that's exactly what I was waiting for, right? Exactly what I was waiting for. Now, that didn't give me the only confirmation that I needed. Gold actually consolidated a bit. Now, notice how tight my zone is, guys. That doesn't have much shoulder action to it, right? Not much shoulder action to that. So this is my zone, literally. That's my entry zone right there. Boom. So we can see here, market was chilling, right? Consolidating forever right underneath my sell zone. Now, when I saw that, I was like, honestly, I like this trade. I'm willing to take it. Not only that, guys, I believe Junior sent this out too. So when he sent this out, I'm like, oh, snap, something's lining up. We're both seeing the same thing, right? But he was looking for more of like a small counter trend trade when I was looking for more of like a nice pullback for higher time frame trade, right? But we're still looking for the same sell area. Hey, I'm so happy for that. I'm so happy for you, bro. Now, look, not only do we have nice consolidation, right? Guys, what is this right here? When we're looking at this setup, this has both of our setups written all over it. We can see the head and the shoulder based off the structure, right? Consolidation. All this consolidation is the shoulder. We have the head, and then we change character with some momentum, right? We have the head and shoulder. But look, check me out, guys. You see how we break and close below with the massive rally of candles? Guys, this last selling candle here would be considered our starting point. That's the starting point right there. Big ass candle. And that's okay. Look at whoever took the 50% of that, Krista, Miguel, Javi, they sniped it. And whoever took the entry, the first touch, like me, I had a little bit of drawdown, but ain't nothing that, I mean, it ain't never hurt me. It never hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? Guys, fire setup right there. In my opinion, that gave us exactly what we needed to see, right? Gave us exactly what we needed to see, fam. Now let's just go over this, guys. Let's say we got in at the 50%. I'm not sure how many pips I caught, to be honest, but I know I got out like right here somewhere. I got out at the starting point. So I was in drawdown for about 170, and I hit about, no, was that 170? 17 pips to 100 pips. So nice, in my opinion. Very, very solid. Very solid, right? And we can still continue down, or we can still continue down. This was just my main TP that I was looking for. But look, guys, when we're looking to sell here, let's say we got in right at this 50%. So let's exit this, right? Where's my main swing TP, fam? If I'm looking at this, where's my main swing TP at? Who want to draw on the chart? Where should I pull this down to? Yes, Fig. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Stop loss is up here at this wick, right? Yep. Now we have this wick as my main swing TP, right? Now let's just follow the market structure, right? We don't got to make it too complicated, guys, either, right? Like as long as we're finding zones to take partial, I mean, that's good. As at least you're taking partial. There's people that don't take partial, right? Main swing TP. Now notice how we have all this consolidation. We have support, resistance, support, resistance. And then this is the last pullback right here. Anywhere inside of here that came up. Okay, so who wants to help find some take partial zones? Where should I move this one to? Where should I move this to, guys? Who wants to draw on my chart? I kind of gave it to you with my drawing, but who wants to draw on here? You know, who wants to get some reps in? Yes, that can be 100%. Oops. I'll put that, where is that? Right there. Yeah. That's one, right? Take partial there. That's a starting point right there as well, right? It's levels letting you know. Starting point. And it did its job. It just didn't continue. So yes, perfect. Now where should I put another one, guys? TP1, TP3. Yes, sir. Boom. Now we have some partial zones. TP1 was 1 to 2.5 risk to reward. 1 to 3 was I'm sorry, TP2 was a 1 to 3.5, and then TP3 was a 1 to 5.5, pretty much. Right? So guys, fire, in my opinion. Does this make sense, guys? Give me a 1 if this makes sense. And give me a question mark if you're lost. But look at this, guys. Also, check this out. Notice how it respected this starting point and it came back up. If it hits your TP, guys, you don't want to give back money. Even if you're right, even if we did catch this, you don't want to give back money. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though we are expecting it to go lower, guys, if market hits take profit 1, take profit. Take profit. What you think about entering buys around the 2 hour? Let me see. Does levels have a 2 hour? I took a test trade right here at this zone, ended up getting clapped. If you want to send in the chart, Bhavik, that'll be cool. I got clapped right here, but the next zone I'm looking at is this zone right here. Right? Why? Because this actually has an imbalance for a lot of the imbalanced traders. Right? There's still an imbalance to be filled. Not only that, we do have a breakout rally. breakout rally, right? So that means this last buying candle here is a starting point. Not only that, guys, let's zoom in on this structure. Let's zoom in on this. So look at this. Notice how we break and close above, right? Breakout rally, we get a starting point, market comes back into that and takes off, right? But let's focus on the structure before. We get a lower low, lower high, lower low, right into this starting point, and then we go ahead and we jump up. So we also have an inverted right there as well. Now, again, market can continue down a little lower than this. We're just trying to find some zones. And I'm not saying you have to be the first one, guys. I test trade. So I like, you guys think test trade is like a lot. Like, guys, I literally dropped like 0.02s as a test trade. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm dropping 0.02s for test trade, so should y'all, right? Just because you're like, I've been smacking, I'm gonna drop it at 0.10 on this for a test trade. Like, bro, you want to lose $100? We see momentum heavily dropping down. Like you're down to lose $100. Like, bro, just test trade, lose 10. Test trade it. Because if you do get stop loss, it was just 10. And if market does hold this zone, if market does hold this little zone right here, then you know what? You know what we got? We can go ahead and just find a small little inverted right here. So we can go ahead and actually put a good lot size in. Not only that, levels letting you know right here. If you want better confirmation, we can wait for that. Boom, shoulder, head. We can wait for this if we want, guys. You don't always have to be the first one in here, right? Same thing with this. Just because I have the zone, I don't always have to be the first one in. You don't always have to be the first one in. But as soon as market gives us what we need to see, boom, let's go ahead and make a decision, right? Makes sense, guys? Oh, yeah, I see that. Let's go look at Bavic's chart real quick. Can you guys see this or no? Can you guys see this? Yes, sir. Okay, cool. If I'm not mistaken, you're like right above my zone. I believe this is my zone right here, right? Yeah, right below here. So yeah, we're in the same zone, bro. Like even if you're looking a bit higher, in my opinion, like it's still nice. We're still nice. So let's go ahead and break that down. Let's go ahead and break that down, Bavik. So let's go. You're looking for a zone around here. I'm not sure exactly. What zone? I think it was something right here, if I'm not mistaken.
I think maybe it's a different data feed. That's why it's not showing.
Yeah, it's a little different because that's what that is, right? Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, it's a little different. I think this is Owanda. That's why it's gold on Owanda. But I'm not tripping on it. It's no worries. We barely missed it. So check me out, guys. If you miss this right here, that's okay. Just follow the structure, right? I don't like one candle pullbacks on lower time frames. I kind of like it more like this, to where the consolidation is holding up a little bit more, right? Because when market pulls back, we have something worth breaking through, right? That gives me better confirmation. That's what I like. But nonetheless, this is still the play, right? Look at this: lower low, lower high, lower low. Does market break and close above this? Yes, we do. We do break and close above that, right? So this selling candle right here, this last selling candle, right here, this is my starting point. Boom. So we can see that this is in profit right now, right? And again, we can still go lower. So for better confirmation, again, if you missed this, guys, I mean, you missed it. It already gave it to you, right? It already gave it to you. But look, next confirmation. If market can break above this and start trickling upward, even better. Consolidation, liquidity sweep came into this starting point. Now let's start trickling back up and break and close above this so we can get some real good confirmation, right? But if it doesn't do that, guys, we can still head down lower. Again, I like for market to build up a lot more liquidity on lower time frames. So yeah, I would not mind waiting for this right here. Wait for this, or wait for this lower zone. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Yeah, I see that as well. It's setting up for something big. And personally, I like to wait, especially after a drop like this. I like to wait, guys. Like I'm not really eager to get into quick. You know what I'm saying? I want to see confirmation first. And you guys start to develop that as you guys start maturing and back testing, and you guys taking Alex on back testing. You're like, you know what? There's some things I need to start waiting for. And then you start just practicing the waiting. You guys see what you need to see. Okay, boom. We see it. Let's execute now. So I'm not really trying to make fast moves with gold just yet, especially after this massive imbalance. So I'm just waiting, guys. It's a waiting game. If you caught the sell, congrats to you. I hope you ate and came up off that. And let's just wait on gold. Let's just wait on gold. Let's go to the weekly real quick. Especially with this weekly. I mean, we can kind of dust all of this stuff, right? But the weekly starting point is right here. And this is kind of what I'm looking for. Like I'm kind of looking for a deep retracement to continue down, right? Higher high, higher low, BOS. I was looking for like a kind of a deeper retracement so we can go ahead and continue. Maybe even something like this as well with this starting point down here. That's what I was kind of looking for, especially with like a lot of the Bitcoin stuff and Bitcoin having. In my opinion, a lot of people are going to be, putting a lot of their money into Bitcoin at the moment, so less investing for gold. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. But still should be looking for some possible buys because we are freakishly bullish on gold. Crazy. I mean, gold has been going absolute ape shit. Crazy bullish. Crazy bullish. But let's go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead and continue. What else? What else? Oh, let's go to Euro GBP. Did anybody catch Euro GBP with me? Oh man, bro. No one caught Euro GBP with me, bro. You know what, bro? I'm mad at y'all. I'm mad at y'all, bro. Let's go ahead and break that down. I don't even be trading this for real like that. On the funded account, it has one of the lowest spreads. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start looking at it. This shit's lagging. Okay. So this is what I'm looking at right here. This is what I was looking at. I see a ton of consolidation, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. Market drops down, and then we go ahead and we break and close above, right? It's not the clearest structure because of how much it consolidates and how choppy it is, but you can see that, right? You can see that. Not only that, if I press the blue box, market was calling buys as well, right? So I was seeing this right here. Let's go ahead and bust out the box from this lowest wick. I believe I was on the 1 hour though. And this price feed does look a little different than the chart that I look at on TradingView, but that's okay. Oh my goodness, she moving slow. Can y'all even hear me, bro? Y'all can hear me, right? We're not like stuttering or buffering because this thing is slow, boy. All right, bet. I need to zoom in. Come on, your LGBP. Do me a solid, brother. All right. You see how on the 1 hour, this is what we got right here. Look at that, guys. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit more for you guys. Oh yeah. You see that? This is the lowest wick on that 4 hour, and this right here was the closest body on the 1 hour. Right. So I'm on this side and I'm looking at this like, bro, we've been chilling right above that. Right. I believe Mike was calling for buys right here, and I sent this starting point in as well, right? Which did give some good momentum, right? That's a pretty good trade. Not sure how much that is, but that gave some good profit. Definitely 47. Yes, it's 47 pips. 47 pips of pure pleasure, right? Good. You ate off it. That's good stuff, right? Now let's go ahead and hop on the 4-hour time frame. Oh, Babas. Oh, Bubba's. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so I was looking at this, guys, and I'm like, bro, I don't know. This just doesn't look right. A lot of liquidity that was right here. Not only that, it came right back down and started making more liquidity, started consolidating, right? And I had a buy limit right here, and I sent it out in the chats, right? And that thing wicked me in, and that thing was gone. That thing jumped. That thing jumped, guys. So let's go ahead and bust out the long. This is where I would like to enter. My stop loss is down here, right? If this is too big of a stop loss for you, you're going to have to under leverage or skip out on this trade. Simple as that. You're like, yo, that's too big of a stop loss. You're like, you know what? You have to talk with yourself and have to ask yourself, can my account hold to a $2 and or yeah, $2.30 loss? Can my account do that? If your account can hold a $2.30 loss, then this stop loss is not too big for you. Right? Hey, the market creates your stop loss. You don't. So just because, oh, that's a big stop loss, I'm gonna put it like this. Don't do that. The market will tell you what your stop loss is. Listen to the market. Okay, guys. Now, where should my main swing TP be? Right? The main swing TP, guys, is usually the easiest to find because as soon as market breaks out and starts coming back for us, that's how we know, right? Shoulder, head. Let's go, Josue. Change of character. At this point right here, market started to trickle its way back down. So that right there is going to be our main swing TP. So let's go ahead and change this to green. Let's pull this up. And this alone, guys, is a 1 to 3. A 1 to 3, which is very, very nice. Okay. So let's go ahead, guys. Let's zoom in and find our next partial zones. Right? Who wants to go ahead and just draw on my chart and find some partial zones, guys? It's okay. Let's get active. It's okay if you're wrong. You're going to be right once you know. We could have a couple. Yeah, that's good. Okay, Josue. Jose said, you know what, guys? I'm going to put you on my back. I got y'all. I love it, bro. This is nice. This is, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, bro. Hey, bro. Lee, like, this is a perfect example of what like, I was asking about earlier. There's three pullbacks. However, there's only two take partial zones. Which two out of the ones in between our swing take profit and our actual entry um uh, uh, would we take here.
Okay, so this would be a take partial here as well, right? So we have 3 take partial zones.
Exactly.
Or
Yeah, yeah.
four. We
Yes,
have one
sir.
here as well.
Mm-hmm.
So this is exactly what we want to see, bro. Like when you see this,
Yeah.
don't get confused. The market's just giving us more opportunities to take money off the trade,
Yes, sir.
right? So if you're looking to get in here, where's going to be
Yeah.
your first take partial zone?
The first one would be
Draw the
yeah,
chart.
yeah, for sure. If we're going based on what you taught us, to be right here.
Exactly. So that's my first take partial.
Yes,
So
sir.
as soon as market breaks and closes above or even touches this green line, as soon as market touches this green line, I'm
Mm-hmm.
taking partials.
Okay.
What else am I doing?
Um, say the next one would be the one right here, right? It would be this one.
Yes, but you're skipping ahead. That was a trick question.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yes,
gotcha.
stop loss, break even, Fig. Let's
Oh,
go.
yeah, 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 yeah. I'm sorry.
Teamwork.
Of course,
Teamwork.
of course.
No, that's good. That's good. We're good. That was I didn't even like break it down or explain. I was just testing to see if you knew what was next. Well, that's
Yeah,
good.
of course.
Stop loss, break even. Let's go. Teamwork. So you said your next partial point would be right here.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Take more money off the trade.
Okay.
Right. Where's
Yes,
your
sir.
next partial point after this?
Next one would be right here.
As soon as market hits that, take more money off the trade.
Okay.
Now, when market hits this, market should close the trade.
Exactly. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Does that make
Okay.
sense, bro? Is that making sense?
Yeah. No, like I was just because like I was a concern, but I was just like I was sure that like instead of like uh, breaking it into thirds, if it was possible to break it into quarters.
Oh
So
yeah.
instead of just doing one, two, three, you can do one, two, three, four,
Oh
and then
yeah.
it's
If the
out.
market gives it to you, take
Yeah.
it, bro. If
Okay.
the
Okay.
market
For
only
sure.
gives you two pullbacks, hey, those it's only two TPs.
All good. Okay. For
Three,
sure, bro.
you know what I'm
Awesome.
saying?
Yeah.
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 If
Absolutely.
you could see more, bro, put them in. But
Okay.
the
Okay.
only thing is, like,
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. For
you
sure.
could
For sure.
I like to have them a little looser, right?
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
someone who likes to like do something like this, I mean, you can, but I personally don't. I see the market for what it is,
Yeah.
right? The pullbacks will let you know where to take profit. So you don't
Yeah.
have to
Absolutely.
put hella lines. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Awesome, bro. Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
So taking partials are areas where there's equal highs. Um, it doesn't have to be equal highs, but they're the pullbacks, right? They are highs. They don't have to be equal highs, but they are the highs, right? Higher high. Let's say this is a lower low, a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. We get into our trade. Does that make sense, Charlene? It doesn't always have to be an equal high, but it does have to be some type of pullback that needs to break structure in order to continue. Awesome. Let's get it. Let's get it, guys. Man, this one, I haven't seen momentum like this in a pair in a good minute. I ain't gonna cap with you. When I woke up the next morning, I was like, is this Nas, baby? What's good? Shit, I was hyped. I was super hyped. Right? Let's see. What else, guys? What other trades are you guys looking at? Or what did you guys take? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, guys. Hey, you know what, too, guys? I sent this. I believe I sent this when we were at convention. Crazy. NZD USD. NZD USD. Okay, cool. NZD USD. Okay, bet. Bet. All right, guys. NZD USD. I was looking at this the other like 2 days ago, and I was like, bruh, why don't I gotta be looking at more pairs, bro? So let's go to the 4 hour time frame. All right, Josue sent in a trade real quick. What is he looking at?
Yeah, no, like I got in and then there was a change of a character on like the 1 hour, and then I put in another trade with like a um a a bigger a lot, and then it got clapped. However, still like, in like the like first a test trade
Okay,
at the moment.
can I zoom in on here?
Yeah, or here if you
Oh,
want,
no.
I can send in and like
No,
a
it's okay.
closer review.
It's
For sure.
okay. So did you get in on this sell because what can I annotate? Because we broke structure here.
Yeah. I got
Okay.
a change of a character. I like set this up on the 4 hour, and then like after I got in the first time, I waited for a change of a character on the 1 hour, and then I entered again.
Okay. So you're considering this a change of character, right?
Yeah, well, yes, sir. Or actually,
Okay.
sorry, a change of character on the 45 minute. Here, actually, one sec. I can send you one that looks a lot cleaner
Okay.
than. Yeah, one
Okay.
second, sir.
So
Got you. Yeah.
in my opinion, bro,
Yeah.
I would just stick to 5, 15, 30 hour 2 maybe for like going into like 45s and things like that,
Yeah.
you're just asking for a little bit of complication.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
asking a
Yeah.
little bit of complication. So like
Yes, sir.
a better confirmation market was selling, unless you got in right here because of like the 1 minute or the 5:15 was like, yo, shoulder
Hmm.
entry, we changed character. Now this kind of goes hand in hand. If you did
Yeah.
that, yeah, I understand.
Yes, sir.
But on the 1 hour, this would be a way better confirmation
Okay.
in order to sell, right? Shoulder,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
head,
Got it.
just be patient a little longer. And as soon as we
A
get this,
change and then a
now,
shoulder. For sure.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All
But
good then.
again, so this right here is a 4 hour starting point.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. All
Yeah.
right.
No. Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead and break this down real quick.
I sent in the list, the one on like the lower time frame, if that helped or not. But
Let me
yeah.
see. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense to why. That's literally what I just explained.
Yeah.
This is a little zoomed. Like, yes, we did have a shoulder here. Head, we did break and close below right there, which gave
Mhm.
us a starting point. So I understand why you would want to sell there.
Yes, sir.
15
Okay.
minute, it does make sense, right?
Okay.
So let's go ahead, continue. We do break and close below here. So I see why, and we also sold our broken close below there. So let's go ahead and bust out the starting point. Now we can see it rejected once and it did its job. Now it's having some type of problems, right? So if we break and close above that, then we're gonna have some bullish momentum. Now I'm kind of expecting bullish momentum based off of structure on the right hand or the left hand side. This is exactly why you can't always focus on the market structure that is right here, guys. You cannot only focus on what's happening here because you will get fooled at times, right? So if we go to this side, right? Because if you're just looking like this, you're in the middle of no man's land. You're thinking, oh, market's selling, let's sell, right? But what is it selling to? What is it selling to, guys? Right? So if we come to this left-hand side, of course, bro, we go to this left-hand side. What do we see here, guys? Take the time. Take time. If you guys want to draw on my chart, what can we see here, fam? What can we see here? Can we see anything specific? If you guys can see something, give me a 1. If you guys don't see anything, give me a 0. It could be an inverted starting point. What can you guys see? If you see something, give me a 1. If you don't, give me a 0. No worry, Cuzzo. No worry. That's why I'm here to help you, bro. I wanted you to have your time to see, and if you can't, it's okay. I'm here to help you. Okay, inverted. Only 4 people, 5 people have responded. We have 28 on this call, guys. I would like for everybody to participate. That way, we can all get feedback, right? But look at this, guys. Notice how we have bearish momentum. We get a lower low and we get a lower high, right? But we start consolidating heavily in this area. And this is on the daily. So each candle is a day. So we've been ranging right here for months. It's pretty much in the middle of August, start of September, and October, right? We can see it right here. September, October. Consolidation, right? We go and we drop down lower one more time. And then what happens? We shift and we close above, right? So not only do we have the confirmations we need to see, we got the BOS at the downside. So let's go ahead and draw this up. BOS, and we do have the change of character. Bullish change of character. Awesome. So now, guys, this last selling candle here would be our starting point because we break and close above. And I'm sure on the weekly, there's going to be this whole movement down here is going to be a starting point like this. And this whole rally is going to be green candles. So we'll double check that right now. Right. But we have this BOS being our shoulder. This BOS is our shoulder. So give me a 5 if this is making sense, guys. We have the inverted shoulder, neckline, head, change of character. Exact after that inverted, that thing was bullish, right? Now let's go up to the weekly one time to see if our starting point changes with this bullish rally. Yep. What did I tell you? That consecutive candle drop down is our starting point. Now look, check me out, guys. We can see that obviously do it a little deeper. So I'm gonna go ahead and just delete that. But it's good to have it all written down, right? Even though this is the weekly, what are we waiting for, guys? We're waiting for that inverted to appear. We're waiting for this inverted to appear. Boom. Even though this daily or this weekly starting point got a little bit of drawdown, you guys did not have to be the first ones in. You could have waited for this setup to appear to go do that, right? So now that we've seen this, let's go ahead. It hit our shoulder. Super nice. Let's drop down to that daily real quick. Look at the structure here. Let's go down to the 4-hour. Look at the structure here. I'm liking this because this low is lower than this low. Do you guys see that? We don't have equal lows. This low is taken out. So we have lower low, lower high, lower low. Now, if we can go ahead and break and close above this, guys, we can now start seeing some bullish momentum, right? We can start seeing some bullish momentum. So that's what we need to see. We need to have need change of character for buy idea. Let's go. Can't even spell, bro. Awesome. Let's go back up to that daily. Now we can see the daily starting point is actually right here. So let's just mark that up. Boom. Let's drop down real quick to see if we can tighten that. All right, I'm going to use this one right here. That last buying candle, I'm going to tighten this zone up. Boom. This is the sell zone I'm looking to take market to. Right? It's okay, guys. If market takes off, you're like, dang, this buy hasn't came yet. It's okay. The market can come all the way up here, hit this sell zone, and come all the way back down and give us exactly what we need to see to send it right back up. Right? So we just stay patient. Let the market do what it's supposed to do. Okay? Let the market do what it's supposed to do. But other than that, guys, this is exactly what I'm waiting for on NZD USD. I'm waiting for this change of character so we can go ahead and continue with some bullish momentum. Would that still be a head without a body close below? Yes. Yes. When you see that a low was taken out by a wick and then we aggressively change character, right? That's okay. That's okay. This low was taken out by a wick. So as long as we change character, oh man, this is good. We're good. Low was taken, change of character. Let's go ahead and take some opportunities and shift the market. Yeah, I got you. Does that make sense, Fig? Now, in this sense, Fig, speaking like smart money and levels term, right? This wouldn't be a BOS. Right? This wouldn't be considered the BOS we're looking for because we never actually broke and closed below. But you could almost think of this as a liquidity sweep. Right? Does that make sense? Whenever it doesn't break and close below, I'm just thinking of that as a liquidity sweep and then shifting the market back. Right? When we actually break and close below, that would be more of the BOS. You know what I'm saying? But it goes hand in hand. When you see that low taken and we aggressively change character, hey, trust what your eyes are seeing. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's go to oil, Brent oil. Let's go to, you said the 1 hour. I see a buy setup. I'm not sure if it's valid. Levels called the buy setup right here. We can see if we zoom in, there's a blue arrow. Bam, you on profit right now. You on profit right now. So let's go to the higher time frame real quick. I want to see what's good. Let's go to the weekly. Guys, whenever you're looking at new charts, always go up a time frame. All right, always go up. So we can see here on the weekly time frame, we get a BOS starting point. Let's go down to the daily real quick. Now we have our daily starting point, right? So it's chilling literally inside of that daily starting point right now, right? And that's fine. Let it hold and do what it's supposed to do. Totally fine. We have a weekly right here. Now, I was actually waiting for market to come up a little higher. I don't know if it's on this chart. It's on my chart. It's okay. It's okay. So let's go ahead. We'll drop down to the 4-hour time frame. Now, this is the thing right here that I don't really like with oil, right? This is the thing. Market gave us a lower low, lower high, support zone right here, equal lows, and then we clear liquidity, and now we're starting to shift up, right? So market gave us this range for a BOS. Notice we do break and close below. So this would be a BOS to the downside. Now, my change of character would have to be way up here because that's what market gave us. Now, that's a huge range and a lot of pips in order for us to miss out on. Right? So levels is actually letting us know that this last buying candle there is our starting point. Now, let's go ahead and find our stop loss. Our stop loss would be right here, right? So let's make that red. If you're looking to be a little aggressive with buys with Brent oil, this is what I would be looking for, right? Especially with the way Oren teaches the starting point. If the starting point gets violated and stop loss gets broken and closed above, we can now look for some buy opportunities, right? This would be the setup within the setup. So if we drop down a time frame, you can see that we have some structure here, right? But man, this is the one thing that I don't like. I don't like being like too aggressive when market structure is like this ugly. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty ugly, right? But if we can go ahead and this rally here, market bounced off of this buy zone. If we can go ahead and continue to break and close above, yes, this whole thing right here, you're talking about this? Yes, that would be the inverted. That would be the inverted, right? So if this starting point can continue to give us some bullish momentum and break and close above this right here, we can start looking to go ahead and start trickling in. But that would be a little bit more aggressive than I would like just because of this. Like, oh man, that right there gives me like, I don't know type of vibes. But as long as levels gives us that bullish momentum that we're looking for, and it gives us a double confirmation, we can go ahead and take a look at it. Now, with this, guys, we don't have to be the first one in on the next buy zone, right? So just like this, let's see if we could have gotten in on anything on the 1 minute or something. So that 1 minute, is fairly ugly, right? But we can see it never came back down here. Okay, we never came back down here. Not only that, guys, there is a ton of trend line liquidity, like a ton. A lot of that's trend line liquidity, right? And we're in a starting point right here on that 1 minute. So don't be too aggressive on getting in on oil on these 1 minute setups right here. Oops. Right. We have this buy that's down here, the inverted. And then we also have the starting point that's right here. Right underneath, a lot of liquidity. Oh my God, why do I keep doing that? Right underneath, a lot of liquidity. Right. So, hey, if we don't break above and continue going up, just leave it alone, guys. Just leave it alone. Yeah, because if we don't break and close above this, guys, like I don't think we're gonna continue going up. All right, let it play. Let it play. We don't have to be too aggressive. Honestly, we really don't. It's literally just chilling right now inside of this area. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Does anybody have any questions for me before I get off, or any last pit they want me to look at?
So, my bad. So you're saying if it breaks that red line, you still wouldn't be looking for buys, like when it
I
comes
would.
back
I would
down?
just be more cautious. Like with that, I would definitely look at a lower time frame buy, and not just this single time frame. Right. So let's just say this is the setup right here. Last selling candle, we get some bullish momentum. Right. We get some bullish momentum. Market gave us the BOS that we're looking for. Right now, as soon as market wants to come down here, I'm gonna start dropping down to that 1 hour 5 minute so I can get a way better confirmation. Right. So as market continues down, I'm just focused on these pullbacks. I'm focused on these pullbacks because sooner or later, if market wants to respect, market's gonna have to break and close above, and I would look for something there. Does that make sense? That's what I'm looking at right there.
Yeah, and you would get it in at the retest after it breaks structure on like a minute time frame, right?
Correct. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, correct.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
Just
Thank you,
because,
man.
yeah, I do not like this right here. I just don't. That's real. That's pretty big of a zone, and this is kind of a lot of pips. Yeah, that's over. If I'm not mistaken, over 290 pips. So yeah, that's a lot of pips. That's a lot of pips. So just wait for some confirmation, guys. This is exactly what we're waiting for. Levels will help you. If there's a blue arrow, we should be fine, right? We should be fine. Are you able to look at SPX 500 real quick? If it still continue to be bullish, yeah, let's see. Indices are bullish. I mean, let's be honest. Indices are bullish. It's just a matter of fact of when. When are they going to start pumping up? When are they going to start pumping up? This is SPX 500 on the 1 hour. Levels is letting me know we have a buy opportunity right here. And what is it doing? Consolidating right above it. So if you're looking for buys, this is what you're looking for. Boom. Let's go ahead and continue with some bullish momentum. Right. But let's go up to the 4 hour time frame real quick. My closest, and this is why I also don't only stay on the 1 hour, because look at where my 4 hour pullback is right here. We got the BOS. Now I need a change of character here. Right. So until we break and close above here, guys, I'm not totally bullish yet. Right. I would love for the indices to continue down just a bit lower. Right. Just a bit lower. I mean, if we can continue up from here, this is literally what I'm waiting for right there. If we can continue up from there, that's literally what I'm waiting for. But if we can take some lows out here, or even take some lows out here and come back a little further, I would love that. I would love this right here, guys. Again, just because I love it doesn't mean it has to happen, right? Just because I love it does not mean it has to happen. Yep. Right. So, boom. This is something that I'm looking at right here. It hit a starting point and it is in profit. So let's go ahead and go down to the 4 hour. This is something that I'm waiting for. I'm either waiting for a change of character and retest so we can continue up, or I'm waiting for market to come down a little lower. Right? That's what I'm waiting for with SPX 500. If you're someone who likes to drop down to the lower time frame, like if you want to take this, I mean, by all means, but we haven't really got a whole lot of bullish confirmation because we haven't broken above the 4 hour, right? So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Now, if market does continue dropping, guys, this is what we got right here. BOS to the upside. Well, let's go ahead and change character to the downside. So let's say market does continue dropping. Higher high, higher low, break and close above, change of character, continue down. Now I have this marked up because this is the starting point right here. So, but you can also use this for confirmation as well if you're a little bit more hesitant. But as of right now, guys, I mean, we're just letting it do its thing. Letting it do its thing. Will a 5-minute chart be the same as an hour or 4 hour chart? Not exactly. I mean, just off the time frame that answers your question, right? The 5-minute chart is the 5-minute chart. 1 hour is the 1 hour, 4 hours the 4 hours. So it's a little different, right? Definitely a little different. But as of structure wise, like, can you trade the 5-minute using the same type of method? Yes, 100%. 100%. Okay, so BTC.
Do you ever use the? Oh, my bad. Do you ever use the blue arrow to like buy or sell, or the red arrow?
Yeah, for sure. But because market has been bearish, like the SPX is selling down to the next best swing buy, I'm not 100% bullish just yet. Like I am expecting buys. I just don't think they're ready just yet. So I mean, we can see here if you sold off this, you would have cut a bag here or here. I still use these. Like even without the red box, like I'm looking for these zones, whether I'm using the red box or blue box or not. So I should be having the same exact zones as these boxes. Does that make sense? I should literally have the same ones because I'm looking for the same thing. Right now, the only one that looks freakishly bullish is US 30. Now, this thing looks freaking ready to go. I mean, look at this, bro. We broke the lows. We broke these highs. We changed character. And we're up there, bro. Like, we're up there. Not only that, Levels is saying we're looking for buys here. Right? So, US 30 possibly leading the pack with the indices. Possibly, fam. Possibly. Right? Possibly. Let's go up to the daily real quick. And again, I'm seeing some type of, I mean, this isn't inverted and it's a good buy. Yes, for US 30, I would, because that thing looks, it gave confirmation already. It broke above that 4 hour time frame. Right? It broke above that 4 hour. SPX hasn't yet. Right? So if we go to the weekly, actually, I would love to see if market can come down here. I've been waiting for this violation forever, bro. Forever. Let's go back down to the daily time frame. There's literally a starting point right there. Right there. So again, just because I want it to come down here does not mean that it has to, right? It already gave buy confirmation. So I am going to take buys once it hits that, right? But I would love for it to come down here, but does not have to. Does not have to at all. But let's go down. I mean, let's see. I mean, this is clean. This is very, very clean structure. Right? But can we be manipulated? Can we be manipulated right now? right? Can it reject off of this starting point and continue down? We'll just have to see, guys, right? I mean, we have no say. Usually that's how it goes when one leads the pack. We're like, is it ready? Is it leading yet or is it not? And the reason why I'm saying market can continue down is because look at NAS 100. I mean, it's kind of consolidating and we're stuck in this range, right? Same with SPX. We haven't broken above. We haven't really gotten full on dominant buys yet. Now, this buy setup here, hey, I do my best in order to bridge the gap so you guys can understand. Got that from Mike Miles, by the way. But yeah, this buy setup may give us that bullish momentum we need to see, right? But because we haven't broken and closed above this, again, I'm not really fully bought on buys just yet. So look at NAS. Let's look at US 30. Very, very bullish. Could possibly be leading the pack right now, right? We look at SPX and we're still down here. We haven't gotten above that. And we look at NAS, we're still hanging out, chilling, consolidating within that range, right? So is US 30 leading the way or is it manipulating retail buyers right now? Let's go down to the weekly or go up to the weekly. Again, I would love, and again, guys, look at this massive buy. Like, you guys see massive bullish moves, right? You guys see massive bullish moves, but sometimes you guys don't expect a massive pullback down. Does that make sense? Some people, like, they just can't fathom, okay, market's going up massively, but we can't pull back down massively for a pullback to continue going, right? So that's why, like, I'm not really eager for, especially with indices, gold, guys. I'm not very eager to rush and pull the trigger, right? But this is what I'm seeing with NAS right now. We have an other violation setup, which is very, very spicy. I'm liking this, along with an inverted setup down here and a starting point setup. So again, just because I want it to come down here does not mean it has to, but we will be ready. Let me repeat. We will be ready. If market comes down here and market comes into this discounted range area, we will be smacking and riding that wave to continue trend. Guys, this is it. Higher time frame. Look at this, guys. Look at this pullback. Look at this pullback. Damn near 2,000 pips. Damn near. We're almost there. 1,500. Look at 2,000's about right here. So what's right here? I'm not saying like, oh, it's going to respect, but at the same time, guys, we have to have some type of like understanding of the market structure of what could happen, the possibilities. Why is my mouse tripping? So right here, look at this. From here to here is about 2,000. About 2,000 pips. That's right by a starting point. Literally a starting point right there. Chilling. So that's why I'm saying I'm not totally convinced on buys yet. What if market's chilling right here? Consolidating? Right here in this little area. News hits tomorrow. There's news, right? News tomorrow. Smack. Right? Guys, like I'm never too eager to jump in on indices. Just wait. The people who lose on indices, you guys don't wait. You guys don't have patience, right? Let the market tell you exactly what it needs to, right? And again, I'm not saying this buy can't hold. If you're looking for buys on indices now, do what you do, right? But we do have a setup down here lower. I want to see that 4-hour confirmation as well. I've been clapped and got too many times by 1 hours. To be honest, I mean, again, you guys have to do your back testing to be like, yo, yeah, those 4-hour confirmations be hitting, and I mean strong. You know what I'm saying? So for me, guys, 4-hour confirmations are very, very good. I don't mind missing the 1-hour confirmation and then just finding a continuation, right? Like I don't mind like this right here, guys, 1-hour confirmation, right? I don't mind missing out on this move here just to get that 4-hour confirmation. Now, guys, once we get that 4-hour confirmation, let's just break this down real quick. Four-hour confirmation, right? Boom, market's jumping. That 1-hour confirmation gave us what it gave us, right? Now we have that 4-hour change of character. But guys, do we have a breakout rally? Now I know it's just a drawing, but this is how it works. Do we have a breakout rally? Yes. Right? So if you see that, wouldn't you just readjust your starting point box and wait for this zone here? So then you just be patient. Then you're just being patient, guys. Boom, starting point, shoulder, and this whole zone is now a buy zone. You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to be the first one in here. Like you don't have to be the first one to catch this move, because if market really wants to give us what we need, and if it really wants to close out some of their orders, they'll come back for us and give us what we need to continue up. Right? So, yeah, just stay patient, guys. Me, Will, Neri, Junior, Mike, Raf, we're all over indices. We have eyes everywhere on these indices, guys. Trust me, we will be sending these trades in. Trust me, guys. I'm not missing. This is my first bull run in trading. I'm not missing this shit. I'm being 100. I'm being 100 with you guys, right? Does anybody have any questions? Let's see. It's literally because it's our feelings and being titled and emotional and psychological discipline. I know I had that issue in my gambling days, so bringing those lessons as I enter the market as a trader has been helpful. I'm glad. I'm glad. Nice. I feel you. I hear you. Levels after dark. LOL. I enjoyed the call. Yeah, guys. I mean, thanks for staying on and plugging in. Right. But I have to hop on to another call now. Right. But with that being said, guys, again, I will not be doing very many one-on-one sessions. All right. I got to cut that because I've been very, very busy, but I will be doing group sessions, 5 to 10 people. If you're up for it, hit me up. And yeah, guys, that's about it. You guys have a great week. Trade responsibly, guys. Send in your charts. Hey, homework. If you're in the levels and NAS chat, y'all should be sending in homework. Y'all should be sending in charts so you can get the feedback that you guys need, right? So we can go ahead and smack charts together. Can I get your info? Yeah, let me go ahead. This is my Instagram. Bet. That's my Instagram. Go ahead and copy that. Hit me up, guys, and we'll get it. Let's go, fam. I will see you guys on Friday. Trade responsibly. Smack the charts, baby. Let's go.